Sir?
So, oftentimes municipalities don't have the ability to make the decision on the lighting. A lot of times it's the power companies that supply. And how do you deal with that? How do you deal with the monopoly that the power companies have and trying to get them to change their ways, because they tend to be very conservative in their approach?
The very first organization that we approach is the power companies. In fact, we're working with Fortis, ATCO, Northwest Utilities in the Northwest Territories, and we involve them in the process. We get their involvement from an analytical standpoint. Please test these things, see that you're satisfied. Then we bring them along to the client and say, the client requires this technology. They have asked for it. It is then incumbent upon that power company to actually go to the Alberta Energy Commission or the appropriate municipal or government entity that governs the rates and apply for a rate that is lower in maintenance costs associated with the technology. Where that is not appropriate, that is why we basically arranged our own financing. Certain municipalities will say to us, fine, buy them out. You guys can do the maintenance and service on a go-forward basis. Yes, sir.
Who are you?
Currently in Canada, there's two organizations that are going after portions of the markets that we go after. We've decided to, from day one, to branch out slightly to include the street lights, parking lot lights, outdoor architectural illumination, as opposed to going after just one. From a technology standpoint, it is a evolution of exactly the same core technology. It's the packaging that makes it different for the purpose. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, I'm just
as far as the competition is concerned, there's a couple that are making headway in East Newfoundland and Labrador. They're doing particularly well with their distribution networks, and it's possible that we may even represent their products here in the West.
So the biggest barrier for mass adoption of LED lights in the consumer market's been cost. And my understanding, like, cost for a light bulb for your house is sort of $50 compared to, you know,
unless you live in British Columbia and they have PowerSmart and they give you 60% of your money back.
Right. But still, that's an order of magnitude. But the industry and the governments have very, very aggressive targets for cost reductions.
Mm-hmm.
Just from your experience, you alluded to this earlier, on a year-over-year basis, let's say over the next 1, 2, and 3 years, what percent cost reduction do you see for LED lights? Half every year?
Half.
50% reduction.
What we're able to deliver to our clients and potential clients right now is anywhere between a 3.5 to 4 year ROI. If you include any form of financing that actually stretches that pain out, it's interpretive at that point. But the illustration is made by a 3.5 to 4 year ROI. We're able to do that with a technology that exists right now.
So
Sir?
are you doing your research and development in-house?
That's correct, yes.
All of it?
With the assistance of IRAP, that's right. Yes?
What are some ways to deal with the products you have replaced?
We partnered with ProEco. We deal with them on an exclusive basis. They help us dispose of the old technology in an appropriate and environmentally friendly and responsible way. There was absolutely no way that we were going to engage in the activity without dealing the mess that was left for us.
There's one more.
I'm sorry? Yes, sir?
What's your strategy with respect to larger lighting companies like Osram?
We're an Osram OEM. And something to be kept in mind is that all the major lighting companies on the planet have invested billions and billions of dollars into shifting their manufacturing into LED. LED is the only viable alternative to traditional lighting, including compact fluorescent. Every compact fluorescent that you see out there has 4 milligrams of mercury in it. Absolutely none of that exists in LED lighting. Yes?
Are there applications in the UV range for disinfection?
If you want UV, we got UV. Yes, short answer, yes. We get to pick and choose, again, from a whole big wide gamut of available technologies. Sir?
Seeing as you brought up the subject of UV lighting,
Yes.
do you or you have any experience in controlled output UV illumination for instrumentation?
Yes. In fact, my business partner, Murray Paulson, you might want to get my card and give him a call. If you're looking for something a little special, Murray's your man. Yeah. Yes, sir.
What's your core technology and how do you differentiate from others?
The core technology that we're employing is multiple cluster LED, and that's basically a whole bunch of die on one board or one chip or one array. And then what differentiates us is our ability to actually apply the appropriate optics or design the appropriate optics to make them do something that we need them to do.
Is that something really hard to do?
It depends upon your perspective. It's for Murray, it's not. For me, it's very hard.
No, I think there are a lot of companies that can do that. Like a lot of LED manufacturers can do the same thing.
Oh, sure. In no way, shape, or form, and this is where delusion meets reality, are we going to be the only guys on the planet doing this? We're not. We're going to be one of the better ones that do certain things very, very well, but we're not going to be the only ones doing it. 170 years of traditional lighting technology exists on the planet that you could see from space that will all need replacement. I don't want to even begin thinking about touching that market. That's a little on the large side. Now, hit it. Press the on button. Go ahead.
You said word.
Word. So those of you that are over there are safe because this is a 30-degree cone. And if you think LED technology cannot deliver light, you are looking at the world's very first and only, okay, go ahead, kill it, we're blinding people, first and only direct replacement for a 1,000-watt metal halide. It consumes 389 watts. Sir?
Do you have equipment to recycle the fluorescent light?
We don't, but we partnered with that company called Pro Eco. That is what they do.
Can they recover the
Yes, sir.
mercury?
Oh, yes, sir. And the phosphorus and all the other uglies that are involved. Yes, they do that themselves. Yeah. You're welcome, sir.
Well, wonderful. Well, great. Well, thank you. Wonderful presentation.